Okay, good morning. It's Wednesday morning, April 25th. Doing some Spellventure dev. What we are doing right now is I'm going to do a pull, but I'm not going to go into the project because Nicholas is making some major changes and I don't want to mess any of that up. So what we are doing instead is we are going to be working completely in Blender today, doing a little bit of hand animation. So that should be very fun. Of everything I like to do, I think animation might be my least favorite. I still do enjoy it, but I'm not very good at it. So I'm just pulling some of Nick's changes here from Git. Okay. Okay, let's do it. 1 hour of hand modeling coming up. Alright, we might have to find it. Import it. Might be it. Boom. That's it. Alright, cool. Okay. So now what we're going to have to do is go ahead and rig it. It's pretty good. Okay, cool. Okay, I want to make it as accurate as possible here. Grab these, extrude them. Oh. Okay, so then all of these get moved back here. Just make sure that they are basically where we need them to be, right? Okay, so we have bones inside the hand. Okay. Just need to cool beans, man. Okay. Pretty good. Just put it near the creases, right? So see these creases? where these polygons are. Just gonna put them right there. Like I said, I just want to be as accurate as possible, because the more accurate you are right out of the gate, the better time you're going to have whenever you have to put all this crap together. When you do all the animations later, you know, so let's go ahead and save this as characters, and I mean, it's completely possible that in the future we'll get like a character artist or something. I mean, it's not outside the realm of probability or possibility, but we're not going to bank on any of that, you know. So as of right now, it is purely what Nicholas and I are going to do. You know, this is just what the two of us are able to do currently in our spare time, outside of our day jobs. Okay. But who knows, you know? Who knows? Okay, get all these creases as many as we can. Alright. So then what's going to happen is then we're going to weight paint this. Okay. I've done plenty of weight painting in the past. I actually had to repaint. So I purchased those guardian statues, those angel statues. I purchased those for I think $20, and they were definitely worth it. I mean, if you're gonna make a game, if you're gonna make anything, you know, and you see something that you want, grab it. You know, if you see something that an artist has made, you know, purchase it from them. You know, keep our wee little economy, our little indie economy going, because that's the only way any of this is going to work in the long term. Because right now, there's definitely a saturation of game developers right now, but it's not as bad as everybody thinks. But anyway, because there's a saturation, it's difficult for people to make any money, especially because there's things like people taking things for free. You know, a lot of people are downloading things for free, not necessarily without permission, but the artists don't really know how to monetize themselves. So they're just putting their stuff out just to be seen, but what they don't realize is people are not only seeing it but taking it. You know, so it's really difficult for indies to make any money to be able to sustain this kind of work long term. So just help out where you can. You know, I mean, help out meaning, you know, you don't got to be charitous. You don't got to just randomly give money, but you know, if you are in the need for something, and an artist can fill that need for you, then you know, spend the price of 2 Starbucks coffees to purchase a model from them. You know, it's that's the only way any of this is going to work. Keep that economy going. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me see if I got this right then. Sometimes I just want to make sure that this is the way it should be. Let me check one thing. I think I might have done something kind of wrong. It's probably been about 3 years since I've done anything like this. Okay, select the mesh, shift select the armature. Wait, let's get out of pose mode. Object mode. Yeah, I thought I did that. I might have done it reverse. Make parent to armature, armature deform. Oh, loop and parents. Ruh-roh, Piscatios. Wait, here. There we go. Yep, there we go. Shit, I don't even gotta weight paint it. Look at that, man. That's cool. See, so those weights are already painted on there. It's fantastic. Now let's quadruple check that everything is the way it should be. I want that. I want you. Alright, man. Whoa, no. Where's the money, Lebowski? I told you, dude. Okay. Like that. Okay, so if I do this and then R, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and save. Alright, so we have the bones that took 13 minutes. Very cool. Okay. So basically all I did so basically all I did was create a bone, basically shift A, armature, single bone. Oh, I didn't do that. Like this. What the? There we go. I'll go into edit mode. Go into object mode and then select nothing. I do not need this. I do not need the light. All you need, this stuff is game stuff. I'm not doing anything in Blender, so all you need is the objects. Shift A, armature, single bone. Boom, that'll give you a bone. Edit tab to go into edit mode, and then you start extruding. You basically go to whatever you want, press E, and then extrude them. Move them out just like that, and then grab the armature. Make sure you have a really nice solid armature though. That's what I did. I found a really good, really solid armature from a really good artist. Got that from him, and now I have a hand. That's pretty great. Alright, now the next hard part. Again, we gotta be really careful with this because this is finicky. So we have dope sheets. Okay, let's go into pose mode. Alright, so this is, we're going to change these to make it 120. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're altering the frames here. So this is a number of frames. If I press Alt A, it's going to run through the frames of an animation. That might be too much. Let's do 60. Looks like 20 frames a second it's running at, so it's giving me oh no, I'm sorry, 24 frames a second. So it's basically giving me about 2.5 seconds, two and a third seconds, something like that, per animation. So that's basically, that's what our constraint is going to be. Yeah, this is always tough. Okay, so if I do this, no, what is it? Shift A, Control A, apply poses, rest pose. Okay. Control A. Right. Keyframes. Okay. There it is. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to, so the hand is moving like this. We want to curl the hand up and then open it up quickly to cast light. Okay, so this is going to be crazy. Yeah, so this is what takes all the time. Oh wait, okay. Rotation. Okay, so we're going to call this animation. Where are you? Action editor. So this is rest. Okay. Let's save. It's going to be cast light. Okay. So we go to rest, that's rest. We go to cast light, that's light. Okay. Here's where it starts to get crazy. Yeah, again, I'm not a good animator, but I do my best. see this already. There we go. So this might take me it's definitely take me a couple of hours, which obviously translates into a few days. But it's always worth it to get some good stuff in. We want to curl all of those over. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Try that. Okay. Same deal, location rotation. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move all these, so these can all actually these can all really curl in. Alright. Oh, 7:45 already. Jeez. Just want to make sure these are tight. Okay, then we can... Okay. Okay. So now what we do is let's see if I can tighten this up here. There we go. Oh, okay. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. 1 sec. Okay. Now where the H were we? electrical longboard and electrical skateboard. Jesus. Alright, okay. Very nice. The hand is a little weird, but that's okay. Okay. Got keyframes there and there. Alright, then we're going to go back here. We're going to copy these. What the hell? Okay, got it. There we go. It's kind of what we want there. Okay, so now grab these as well. Okay, and then we're gonna take it beyond its extreme. Right, so the hand is, we're in our open resting pose. It's going to do this, close, and then it's going to go beyond its extreme and open up very widely. And then it's going to go back to its resting pose, right? So that's essentially what we want to do. Not really that late, jeez. Man, if I could do this all day. I could dance all day, I could dance all day. Do this, do this. Okay, so then these are gonna, let's go ahead and close up this window here. Okay, and again, this is great. We're going outside of the extremes here. Let's make sure. Where's the money, Lebowski? Same thing with this. Same thing with the thumb. We're just really just gonna widen the hell out of it, right? That's good. Okay. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, see that like little bounce? That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, cool. Cool. So that's the hand that rocks the cradle. This is gonna be. So what you want to see? Very nice. Alright. Alright. Calm down. Calm down, sir. Excuse me, sir. Just get in the back of the police cruiser. Alright, cool. So that is all of that. So then what happens is this? Save. So we have, cool, so this is the rest pose, right? So we make all new animations off of this rest pose, right? So this is the resting position, so every other casting will come out of here, every other animation for the hand will come out of here, and just everything, right? So the idea is like if we want to do something like open a door, or focus the camera on the hand, something like that, then it will all come out of here. Okay? I believe this is already UV unwrapped as well, let's check. Yep, so the hand is already UV unwrapped. Dude did a great job. Well, I actually don't know if he UV unwrapped it or not, or if I did. Oh well. Okay, so that's the hand. That is the magic casting. Let's screw around with it a little bit. Let's do, in the casting, we are. That's the rest. Always make sure you're in the casting. Alright, so okay. Let's do this. So I'm gonna see if this will work. Kind of. Left, right, left, right. Left, right. So I want it to just shake. Left, right, left. Right. Oh, whoops. I think I was messing a couple of these up. Okay, because right here it starts to move forward. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's double check this. I have to redo a little bit of that actually. Okay. Left, right, left, right. We're gonna go left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, I dig it. Alright, that's awesome. So, now that that's fantastic, I'm really happy with that. Oh man, I wasn't expecting to be done with that so soon. Excuse me. Didn't mean to turn it all the way up. Instead, I meant to turn the sound off. But it went all the way up instead. Okay. Well, that's pretty awesome. Okay. So now that that is done, that's crazy. I guess years and years of practice and animation with Blender can have you do something within 30 minutes. Yeah, I dig it. And then Nick can do something with particle effects. Let me make a little GIF cam. Okay, go ahead and save that. Put it on social media. This is how we also do all of our social media. Make a bunch of stuff that's really cool. And then whenever we have something decent to show, that's what we'll put it up. Okay. Very cool. Come on, baby. Cool. Also ain't that big. No way. Okay, maybe we'll. What do I have? 12 minutes. Maybe I'll start on something else here. Good. Go ahead and put that up. Oh. Okay, so now that that is good, fire up a new one. Very cool. Okay, now we're done with the animations for that. So let's do I want to do that? Let's see, let's do an ecosphere. Let's just do an ecosphere. What can be done? What can be done? So what we want to do is make a really neat staff. Okay. Let me see here. I just want to see if I want to make these out of a cylinder or so the idea here is you get a staff, right? You get your father's staff, but we don't. Okay, and you're gonna level that staff up. It's gonna become more powerful over time as you level it up, etc. So I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna start. So it's probably what I'll do today, during the day, is actually draw out. Um, this sequence, the main sequence of that. Cool. All right, so that's done. All right, so we're pretty close to done here. I'm gonna have to actually get going, but let me see. Yeah, I don't really have anywhere I need to start with this. Let's go ahead and save this as staff, because I want to get a new one in. we'll go characters, staff, so hand and staff. Alright, so the staff is not going to have, I don't think, have any animations on it. We can animate that separately. I think. Cool. Alright, cool. I'm just super happy with that hand. I'm just like watching the GIF over and over again. Over again. It's really great to see something like, you know, you spend your whole time in the project. You spend it in a little dungeon. It feels like I've been underground for like 2 months. 2 months. Like literally underground. Just because like I'm not playing with the sun. I'm not playing with any kind of skybox. I'm not moving any kind of like light around. You know what I mean? Like I'm underground working with dark shadows. Really claustrophobic. It feels like I'm in that environment. It's really crazy, which it might be a good thing. I mean, good thing meaning that it might translate over into actual gameplay. Because if I feel that way, maybe the player will feel that way as well. But I don't know. So we will figure it out. We'll find out. But right now I'm super happy with that. Maybe I'll just put this up on Twitter just while I'm sitting here. Notifications. Who are these peeps? Oh, come on. Whatever. Retweeted my tweet. Oh man, guys retweeting my tweet. Retweeting my tweet. Who's retweeting my tweet? Okay, so we're gonna put another one in. Let's grab this and drag it in. How do I want to say this? Getting some spellcasting animation down. God, I know what I want to say. It's like the tip of my tongue. There we go. There we go. Pretty good. Alright, and then pretty soon we'll have a website up. We want to finish. We want to completely finish the Temple of Light first, and then we're gonna work on. Completely finish the Temple of Light first. I'm gonna redo the home and the area around the home. We're gonna connect those two via the world, the open world. But we're just gonna have a very small track of the open world. The open world is big and blah blah blah. But for the demo for an MVP, a minimum viable product, we just want to have just the gameplay cycle. The absolute base of the game we want done, and then after that we will start tightening up all those mechanics and all those systems, and then we can start replicating those across breadth and time, right? So if you have one spell cycle done and one ability to excuse me, one spell cycle done, the ability to then modify and level up your staff, and by extension the spells on the staff, then you can begin adding spells to that. You can begin adding level, like once, so the level design theory, our methodology for the Temple of Light will then be recreated across other temples, so we can bring things in, bring them out, like new topology, new looks, etc., new feels. We can modify the fields on top of those as well. But that all needs to be done before we start maximizing that breadth. You know what I mean? You don't want to lay the groundwork for an entire ocean of a world and then start pockmarking it with things. I mean, you can. That's a methodology you can use if you want to. But the way we want to do is we want to kind of systematize each little individual piece, so then we can replicate it larger. So we can kind of amplify each one of the pieces that we're making, each of our pillars. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So really hope you enjoyed this. Hope this made a lot of sense. And we will talk to each other again tomorrow morning. So join me tomorrow morning. It'll be a lot of good fun. I'll put this up as a tutorial for, I guess, modeling on hands and game design theory. Alright, have a good Wednesday, good hump day of the week, over that hump, towards the end of the week, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Alright, be sure to follow. Be sure to follow on everything.